I see ladies, but hear no ladies.
My phone's not charging. You're gonna have to tell me what
Working
goes on
on
in chat.
it. Working on it. Working on it. Bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum bum. Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now? I can. Oh, I'm reading the closed captioning. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, they said they can hear us now.
They can hear us now. I'm reading the closed captioning. There we go. Big Sheba, could you retrieve me?
Yes. Welcome to Horror Honeyz. We're so glad that you could be with us today. We have a special show. We're going to be going through some art and share some paranormal stories. But first, let's invite all these lovely ladies that I'm surrounded by virtually. Yes, virtually. I can see them. They're standing in my room right now. Yeah. First off, we have the lovely Dame Saturday.
Hello, how's everybody? How are my dead eyes? And I'm not alone. I have the magnificent Mary P. She is my minion.
Oh, hello. we also have Mia Mina, the undead ballerina.
You know, I was gonna say I thought that was the other way around, but then again, maybe it is that way. I'm not sure. And with us, of course, as you heard to begin with, we have the wonderful, the delightful, she of 1,000 creepypasta faces, Ben Sheba.
Yay!
Yay! I can't see from the closet, says the amazing what the fuck. I see cleaving thought from bone. I see monsters in my mind who I haven't seen in quite a while.
Oh, hello!
Oh, hi!
I haven't seen Mighty Might in quite a while. That's a nice, wonderful thing to see.
Oh, we have fresh meat. The glowing flow. Hello to you.
Oh, hello.
We've got so many people. I'm so happy to see everybody. We have missed you all. So, a little bit of an update here. My computer took a nosedive. Yeah. She's sitting over there looking at me like, "Are you going to fix me, mommy?" So yeah. I'm working off laptop today. If I sound a little funny, that's why. We do have a special show today. We are going to show you some wonderful wonderful fan art that has been sent by those of you in the chat.
We're going to show you all the things.
Yeah, we're going to show you other things. We are also going to ask you to join us to tell us about your paranormal experiences.
Or if you want a reading, ask me. I'll be happy to give it to you.
Yeah, that'll work too. Where was I?
Oh my God, my cat's throwing up. I'm sorry. If you hear that, I'm sorry. I can't run away.
We don't hear it. Go take care of the kitty cat. Go take care of the kitty cat. I have not. I will be honest. I have not actually looked at these pictures that we're going to be looking at today. So it's going to be interesting to see. If you want to send us something, there you go. Erin, there's a baby doll.
Oh, baby doll.
Welcome.
Baby doll.
And the Joker's demise, our evil clown.
We have evil and we have the evil clown.
Oops.
Okay, so
oh,
I got it.
Gross. Oh, this is so. Oh my God.
Puppy. The kitty cat is now puppy. But first,
Is it
Yeah.
my turn?
Yes, it's your
Go,
turn.
Patches.
Oh, yay. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell to get more people in here. And let me tell you how to do that, okay? Guys, I want to make sure that you understand that you see that little thumbs up below the video. I want you to smash that until you can't smash it no more. And then I want to make sure that you guys are all subscribed. So it's just a little button right below that. And then, come on, guys, turn on that bell so you can get notifications, damn it.
I love you.
You tell it, Patches.
I love you, Patches. I'm going to get that, and I'm going to put that on my videos, I swear.
Fishnets. Fishnets.
Oh yeah. And if Dezombified if we can get up to like 10,000 subscribers, guys, you know, they're really doing us a favor here by showing Kenny in fishnets. You all want to see that. Trust me. You
Come
will
on,
not
it's community service.
yeah. So please get as many people to subscribe as you possibly can.
Okay, our question of the day. Have you ever had a paranormal experience that you would like to share with us? Yes, is this the same one we used last time? That's okay. We can use the same question for the same type of show.
We do what we won't.
Yes, we do what we won't. But before we get to that, let's see who all is in the chat. And we have... What is that? I'm going to go all the way back. We have the amazing, what the fuck? We had Zomnified. We have Cleaving Heart Thought from Bone. We have
Fear the Great White.
Fear the Great White. We have Mighty Might. We have PA Nightmares. And I know he's got some scary stories. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Evil Nightmare is with us, or Evil Nightmare. Evil Outcast. Oh my goodness. Talk about mixing people's names up.
Oh, that does happen.
Okay, so Evil Outcast, please forgive me. I'm sorry. We've got I'm coming down a Glowing Flow. I believe that you are new, and I want to welcome you, and thank you for adding your subscription. We appreciate that. You will also find that there are many people that are creators in the chat, and they have some really great stuff too.
Yes.
We are not gerbils. Amazing, what the fuck? We are not gerbils. Meridian Heart to save the day.
Or All Might from My Hero Academia. There you go.
Oh my goodness.
He has nice hair though.
Okay, Monsters in My Mind. We've already said hello to you, but I'm going to say it again because, yeah, it's been a while. And there is our baby doe, Erin.
Baby doe.
Oh, don't forget Soul Taker.
And Soul Taker. Woo! What are you doing with our screen?
I feel the Reaper.
Feel the Reaper? Good boy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Dark Somnian's music channel. He's got some really good music. I don't know if y'all have heard it, but he has some really good music. Actually, there's a lot of narrators that are doing music right now, including and not limited to Dark Somnian, Jensen, Swamp Dweller, Swamp Dweller, Unit 52, Uncle Unit. I'm going to call him Uncle Unit because I can't remember the numbers.
Uncle Unit.
He does like that.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Like that nickname.
Everybody else calls him Uncle Unit.
It just sounds, I don't know, it sounds so dirty.
Evil Outcast comes to save the day, so that makes you an anti-hero now? I'm just curious.
Oh, we do have the Joker's Demise. I think we said him already. I'm probably repeating. Fear of the Great White.
Oh, yes.
Hello.
And I'm looking to see if there's anybody else new that I missed.
I don't think it's everybody.
I love you guys being here. We really appreciate it. Can you hear the music? Or do we need to turn the music up a little bit?
I'm not hearing it. Sorry.
Not hearing it. I know that Dark Somnian's doing music. Well, he's been doing music that's actually, he started with that before the narration, believe it or not. Jensen was working on some last night. Swamp Dweller and Uncle Unit have a album coming out on the 11th of September. So you might want to check that out. Unit 522. Thank you so much, PA.
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Happy, who's Mr. Happy? We are going now. I have to say, I have to give a disclaimer. That's the word, right?
Disclaimer.
Yes. I have to give a disclaimer. We do have some other fan art that we were going to try to show today, but because I can't run Discord on the laptop, we're not going to be able to. What are you want me to read your last? Frank the Tank is here. Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Hey, Frankie.
Is your hand bandaged up?
Oh God.
Okay, never put me in a room with a lot of paracord. I weave paracord around everything. Just ask Bathsheba about Mr. Happy Funtime Toy. Okay,
I'm very interested in knowing about this Mr. Happy Funtime cord now.
Okay, we're
Oh
gonna
Lord.
Is it battery operated?
You're probably
Could
about as
be.
crazy with paracord as my husband. We are going to pause for 30 seconds for a music check. Ooh, that's some cool music.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the other one. Dr. Creepin's got music out now, too.
I can't turn my phone on. Oh, I can't see nothing. It's just, it's black. It's black screen. No, don't die on me, phone. Please, no. Come back to me.
Okay, so we're gonna go here because I'm trying to be smart about this. Yes, of course. That's the only screen I've got. Thank you.
I'm eager to see some of this. I want to see this art.
I have not. Like I said, I have not seen this art. As you see, these have not been opened. So
I hope it's all PG-13.
Oh, I hope so too. Yeah. I just want to open it. Let's see what this one is. Oh my goodness. This is Mary. This is from Horror Goddess.
Oh wow.
And she's summoning food, I think. She's got bacon wrapped chicken and bacon in a tin.
Hence why Mary's my minion. All sorts of
Mary's summoning sacrifices. That's what this email is called. Oh my goodness. Look at all that. All little bacon.
Oh.
The bacon.
Oh.
Yeah, all sorts of picnics in the underworld, and Mary summons the food for me. So there you go.
Oh, well, I get that now. Wow. Okay, so this is Bathsheba, again from Horror Goddess. This is Bathsheba is now a comic character.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not.
Where'd it go?
I don't see it.
I don't see.
I'm back.
No.
I don't see anything added to it. I'll have to send a message saying where is it? I don't see it. So I'm gonna mark.
I'm a ghost. That's what I'm a ghost character. Yeah.
Mary
I think it's
Pecan
cool.
art. Well, it's supposed to be. Let's see. I had really hard time to do this. I definitely took too many liberties for style, but at the same time, I don't think I can do much better without completely changing my style. So here it is. Please have mercy. Please forgive me my failures. Onyx there. Onyx, I'm sure this. Oh,
That's cute.
that is
I
cute.
love that.
Look, the patch on her arm.
Uh-huh.
That is cool.
Mary,
Look at how
you
big
got
my
some...
boobs are in that,
I
right?
was just gonna say,
Wow.
look at them titties.
Yeah.
Nice titties.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
it's
see, they
cool.
know. They know.
Yeah,
They
they
know
know. They know.
I'm just gonna call you Tatas from now on. Sorry.
All right, so I gotta talk to horror goddess about that one. I will send that to Mary later. That one says, I thought you would like this board on Pinterest, so we'll look at that later because that's not Gary.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, this is a story.
Oh yes, I've read that one. It was beautiful.
Okay. And then this is another story. Okay, so we got 2 stories as well, guys. Maybe we.
Oh, I just saw Mary P's hot body. I like it already. Already a fan.
Okay, so
Yeah. His parody of the fairy tales that we know from Brothers Grimm.
Ooh.
this one's called "What Happens When You Die." It's by Horror Goddess.
Yeah.
So I was walking home holding my boyfriend's hand. Some people don't like I ended my face carved in my balls smashed laying there, slowly dying with a bunch of bullet wounds, and my boyfriend died instantly from being shot, luckily. I haven't read this before, so I'm just reading it as it is, guys. I got to lay there as they laughed at me. The afterlife isn't what you think it is. It's the same as this world, but you can't see the living. Only the dead. Nobody has a body. Your shadow people, if you bump into someone else who died, you get to see, but not only that, you feel every part of it far off. I've been a little girl who was abused by her dad and beaten with a level belt that was fun. I bet it wasn't.
No.
A pregnant woman who got stabbed by her lover. That was great fun, but also a black hobo who got kicked the crap out of and thrown onto a train tracks and then run over. Oh, what joy that was. Yeah, I hear the sarcasm in those sentences, really.
Yes, me too. That much evident.
Still, it's not all bad sometimes. You find tears in the world and you can go through the first time. I was in a teen girl's bedroom. They can't see or hear you moving. They only see your silhouette standing there watching. That's the terror in the veil. They can't see you or hear you, but you have a body again. You can touch and feel and taste and stuff. I ate a girl's leftover sandwich. It was fantastic. The veils open at night though most ghosts do not go back. The only trouble is when we run into each other. Some humans can see and hear us. Some can even feel us, trying to avoid those ones. So next time you are having a funny dream, it may be a ghost touching you up.
Oh, better love story than Twilight.
That makes so much sense now. Everything makes more sense.
Yeah, that's. I'm kind of creeped out now.
You got the tingles.
You know, why does it? You know, automatically I go to Ghostbusters scene in the firehouse with Dan Aykroyd when he's laying in bed and the belt comes off and the zipper goes down.
Yeah, that's
I'm just saying.
You know what she did.
And the gang go into the woods and the bottle of blue candies to find Bigfoot. I agree, BA. Okay, so do we want to read this other one?
Yes, because it talks about my hot body. I don't want to hear it.
Mary's gonna mute now when she turns on her battery-operated.
No, I totally want to read that part.
The madam often liked to entertain guests with tea in her chateau. It was bad manners to poison a guest in normal circumstances. However, this guest was a particularly young, handsome young man. The goddess would be pleased with this as an offering. The castle stood tall and proud in the deep dark mountains. The goddess sat on a throne of bones and reached out to my offering long black nails gliding down the man's tear-stroked face. The goddess stepped forward, the moon reflecting off its black velvet
rope. I think rope.
The rope. His handsome young face extended into his sharp teeth as he sucked the man's soul. She sucked the man's soul from his face. Stepped into the pentagram. Madam Raven, he beckoned. You know what? That's scary.
Yeah, I love it though.
Bathsheba, your offering for your goddess, please. Bathsheba had been working at the Gypsy Carnival. Her sleek, seductive belly dance.
And the hypnotic gaze of her eyes.
Pulled men in. Are you gonna read it or me?
Sorry, I just wanted to read it in that voice.
They never noticed the low hiss sound when she sucked her fangs, and they were truly paralyzed. I shuddered as I sucked their souls from their faces, their perverse, lustful thoughts. Bathsheba joined my pentagram circle.
We want to do this now.
Yeah, this one's yours.
Nice.
Yes. Mary P., the siren, her hot body and gorgeous voice called in ships for miles around. She jumped into the circle, giggling. I bought you, seamen, 2 sailors. I shivered the physical strength of a seaworthy body. Okay.
Aria, in her red dress and bushy tail, stepped forward. She's got a bushy tail. The shifter in what are today? I ask, I bring you 2 offerings in for you. I'm a fox. Wait a minute. I see that in my head. Lady Spicari is a fox. Okay.
I'm a fuck.
Or Katsune.
Yeah. Katsumi.
Yeah.
I took every chicken in the village and I offer you nuggies. Ooh,
Nuggies!
yes. Yes.
I love those
I
nuggies.
sweet. And in second offering, I offer you 2 be the conduit of the divine, my goddess. Excellent. Come to the middle, my dear. The
Oh, should I
eclipse-
read the next one?
Okay.
All right. Says the eclipse, it's time to dance with me, everyone else pray. Mother Santa Marita, on this night of 2,000 years at the hour of the blackened sun, accept our offering, Santa Muerta. Come, a fog enveloped the room. Lady Spicaria's eyes rolled back in her head. A demonic giggling voice. Bellowed out, children of death. I am pleased with your sacrifices. Offerings, tell me of what you seek. Holy Mother of Death, Night Mystery, and Shadow, we ask of you to cleanse this world and spare only of us, who evoke thee to rule as the new gods of the earth, all but thee, who are you, and agree to be the carrier, and who shall carry me. Dame Saturday asks, I'll do it. I said. The group paused, looked at me. The cloud behind Lady Spicaria's eyes vanished and passed into me. I caught her in my arms. All of you must stay here when the ritual is complete. We shall be the new gods of the new world, just as it was done after the great food, after the 10 plagues. What have you done? Demanded Lady Spicaria. I was willing to do it as lady. I cannot allow it before you all granted me offers now. I must grant one. I took a knife and started to cut, not being able to die. Hurt like hell. I lay in the circle, my offering to the ladies, my still beating heart.
Leaving the castle, I walked the barren wastelands of the world. Eventually, I reached the last civilization. A landmine went off near me, taking off a arm. It is but a flesh wound. Oh my gosh.
It is but a flesh wound.
It is but a flesh wound.
I chuckled. The armed guards with guns could not stop me. I made my way into the fortress. Inside, it was beautiful, all red and purple velvet. I saw the world leaders. There was Donald Trump and the 3rd Hillary Clinton, son Barack Obama's 5th daughter. It was only when they looked up at me the screams began. The red mist exited from my body, and as I dropped to the floor, a fresh soul screamed, Dame Saturday. Lady Spicaria sat on the castle floor, holding my still beating heart when a ear-piercing scream shook the castle. The heart then stopped. Wow.
Yes.
Dun dun. Wow.
I love it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
Now that is a coven right there.
yeah. Wow. We just scary sound effects, yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, Vincent Price would do a good job at reading this one.
All right, so that was our mail, and as you see, we're open to stories. I will send you that link, Mary, to the Pinterest, and I will get back with Horror Goddess about that other one.
Yeah.
Because I want to see the picture. It sounded like it would be really, really good.
Right?
You know, and yeah, I know PA and several others have done patches work, and we will look at those as soon as we can. We need Vincent Price's voice to read this. Oh, thanks. Be amazing what the
Wow.
thanks.
Yeah, no, cool. It's fine. We're not good enough. Great. Thanks for reminding us.
To the moderator.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Cleveland Drop from Bone. Yay! Sabian is sociopathic pasta. For those of you who don't know, he's been
he
around
has got a great voice. He really
and,
does.
he really does. He has a wonderful voice, and actually, I may or may not be thinking about. Mary brought semen, freshly milked,
Or in a jar.
Of their souls.
Oh, that's not gonna get sticky.
I do what I want.
I may or may not be trying to find a way to ask him to come on the show and talk, because he is also a public author. He has 5 books and working on the 6th book right now.
Nice.
And he is going to have an awesome October. I'm just telling you that because he's been talking about the stories he's writing for October, and oh my gosh, you guys are going to love them. But you would love that. We would love to have you. I'll talk with you later about setting up a date and everything. All right, hon?
Get the chocolate.
Chocolate. Okay, so who has a story that you want to share with us from the paranormal? Remember,
come on, join us.
We can't keep everybody in. You're gonna have to tell your story. You're gonna have to tell your story, and then or stories, and then let somebody else have it. But
and then we kick you out, and we bring someone else in.
It's Ram Bam. Thank us,
Kick you
ma'am.
right on out. I'll do it.
Okay. Amazing, what the fuck? What did you get? You got a bit of great news right before the show. What was it? Okay. Dustin says he can come up. Let me get the. Just went blank on what I was going to say. I'm reading the chat too well.
I can't see chat. I'm sad.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
My phone cord is being retarded. It doesn't want to charge my phone properly. So it's taking a long time.
It needs a sticker that says doesn't play well with others.
Yes.
So, well, these are personal stories. These are actual experiences of people. Their second book of short stories is going to be published. Great. Amazing. What the fuck?
Nice.
That's wonderful news. Yeah, Dr. Cleveland has also got his own music, and I think I could be wrong. I want to say Good Horror has some music out, but I'm not completely he does. I did remember that right.
Put it this way. Once upon a blue moon, I was talking with him, and he actually dedicated a song just for me, playing his guitar in acoustic and electric, and it was phenomenal. It was based on the meaning of my name, Bathsheba, being a combination of the Banshee and Bathsheba. It was very good, and I still have it on my phone, and I listen to it. I love it.
I have something I'm going to give him credit for. But first, I am going to hit this. We're at partial monetization. Please share us out. I did before the show. I also put us in a bunch of Discord. If you have Discord that doesn't have, that Mary and me missed. Mary and I were
We were competing.
You beat me. I beat you. You beat me.
Oh no!
So, yeah, if you can go ahead, add us, get more people in here.
I already explained to you guys how to do that. Come on. Don't forget.
Yeah, Patches is good about that.
Yes.
So, yeah, we might need a defibrillator for Bam Bam's phone. Here is the link if you want to join us. It's only going to be there for a few minutes, so if you're going to use it, use it. I'll leave it up, but yeah, I'll wait until. Yeah. Oh, we need a break. Hey, that's good. We can do the break.
Yes, great timing.
Yeah, wonderful timing.
Yes.
We're going to have a commercial break right now, even though it's a little later than we usually would do it.
Feeling trapped and alone?
Tired of being sick and tired?
Then there's a place for you.
Hidden deep in the forest by a fresh lake, nestled by snow-capped mountains, is the commune. Enjoy life surrounded by friends and nature.
A truly safe environment.
Albuquerque.
And when the sun goes down, we all get down and watch the sparks fly. Don't hesitate and send in your application today.
Open yourself for new experiences, imagery, sounds, and for me. Indulge in the best. You deserve it. I deserve it. We all deserve it at the commune. Albuquerque. Hello. They say curiosity killed the cat. But thankfully for us, it led you to hit that join button.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Who are we? That's easy. I'm Kenny Dreadful, and my partner's Mysterio. And together, we form Dezombified. Scary stories and good times.
You spoke French.
As enthusiasts of the macabre and bizarre, we cover stories that are unexplainable, unimaginable, paranormal, and otherworldly, in a style that's fun and laid back, and that's catered solely for mature audiences.
Yeah, boy.
And our community is everything to us. And that's why we love to promote creators from within our own genre.
Nice.
And it's all done through interviews, shout-outs, candid channel reviews, and more. But all work and no play makes Jack a very, very dull boy.
Here's Johnny.
So from time to time, we love to mix it up with hangouts, phone calls, interactive games, and even some sexy ASMR. Yeah, you like it? Well, then come get some. And joining is the gift that keeps on giving, because on top of that blissful and warm feeling you get deep down inside from becoming a Dezombified member, you'll also get with your paid subscription neat badges right next to your name, custom, criminally insane, off the charts emotes that you could use right in the chat. And on top of that, once a month, you'll receive some crazy off the hood gifts that truly bang out. So on top of the information, the entertainment, we also improve your health slightly through the magic of laughter. Hey, it's a no-brainer, so why don't you become a member today, baby?
No regrets, you know what I'm saying?
I love that. Oh my goodness.
Yay!
We're back.
I never get tired of that.
No. We have PA in the green room. I really like saying that. Okay, so Hood Horror, I've listened to a couple of his newest stuff. I've been trying to listen to everybody, which obviously is not possible, but I'm trying. And I'm still amazed at how he just pulls stories out of the air and does them so well and everything. And I don't know how he does it.
Mm-hmm.
But
very talented. Love it.
He challenged me.
Oh.
And he said, I bet you could do it. As good a writer as you are, I bet you could do it.
Oh.
And so he challenged me to do a video where I don't prepare a story at all. I just make the story up while I'm sitting there. I don't know who hit the dislike button. We have a Roman approval again.
Aww,
And
somebody's being a shy tsundere.
But yeah, I informed somebody. Oh, I love you, Sabian.
Yes, Lord, out of thought.
But I thought about it, and I've decided I'm going to do it once I get my computer back up, because I've been working on fixing the computer, not seeing if I can record on this thing. But I'm hoping that not the next video or the next one, because those have already been put together, kind of. But the third one from now is going to be a video that I'm not going to write the story out. I'm going to give the intro, explain what I'm doing, and then I'm just going to tell the story. And I don't know what story I'm going to be telling, because I have no idea right now. It will happen when I record.
See, if you were crazy like me, that's a very easy task. I could be a millionaire with all my stories that run through my head on a daily basis, and I should really tap into that. Oh.
Okay, amazing what the fuck. That's kind of mean. Wow.
Hey, sing Bohemian Rhapsody.
We love you too, Cleaving Thought from Bone. Oh my goodness. We love you guys so much, and we love being here with you every weekend. And has PA been let in the door yet?
Yes, where's our guest?
I'm doing the music for the commercial. We've got 13 watching, and we've got 13 likes and 1 Roman like.
I was wondering, amazing what the fuck, if you're a troll, do you have a shiny gem in your tummy? I wonder, can I make wishes?
Ooh. And does your hair stick up in the air? Like straight up in the air?
Ooh, have a rainbow color.
I thought I put the link up there. Well, I did put the link up, but yeah. I thought you were in the green room.
Yeah, you said you were waiting.
Man, now my fan here is in the green room. Just completely.
You're late for a date, Dustin. Shame
lied to us. I feel lied to now.
Yes.
I think he's in the green room closet.
Come on out of that closet. We'll accept you. It's fine.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Amazing what the fuck. My granddaughter sings that song and has no idea what's it about. So, Yeah, I have to have a talk to my daughter about that. Your hair is a neon. What is that?
Neon orange. Neon orange, darling.
Hello, people.
Someone is calling. Hello, Dustin.
A resident dragon has arrived.
Yay! Dustin, I know you've got a bunch of. Turn your camera, or you're not going to use the camera. Okay. I was going to say turn your phone the other way, but Dustin, you've got a story from.
Wait. We have a switch out. We just had a switch out. We had a switch out. Wow. What the fuck?
What? Huh? Dustin, come back.
What?
What the heck?
What happened? We just had. Oh.
We just had Dustin in here. Now we've got the amazing. What the fuck? We had a switch out. Dustin,
Now we have
please
no
come
one.
back. And the amazing what the fuck has got his.
There we go.
Now he's good. And needs
Well,
to
this
unmute
is
his mic.
Hello.
PA lost his
Hello.
internet. Okay. And
Oh, we got two.
Hello.
I'm
Hi.
confused. Hi. Hi. Yeah, there's a mute button there.
Oh, hello.
I just came
My
on to
hair-
say hello. And the gerbils are coming.
The gerbils are coming.
If your
Okay.
gerbil is like this, I will sit in your closet and sing "Somebody Come Get Her" at full volume of me.
And
I have returned.
we thank you so much for your defense and your friendship. And
Yeah.
we love you too, Ben. We love you too. And I will
I'll
be
be going
getting
in
you.
now.
Okay. You have a good day.
Ooh, wind.
Justin, you have a
Yes,
lot of wind.
Yes, I had to go out. I had to go outside to get an actual internet connection.
Oh my goodness. Where are you?
Here, I'm at work.
Oh, okay.
There. I'll stand under the balcony thing.
Okay.
You'll probably get less wind that way.
You've got several stories about Gettysburg. I know you also have a ghost that lives in your house and in your room immediately.
Oh yes, the little old lady.
What story are you going to tell us today?
Oh, they're all short, so I can tell you guys a few. I'll start off with my favorite. Me and my sister were walking through. We were on a tour. A tour guide was taking us to the battlefield, and there's this wooded area that was blocked off, and it said "Do not enter." And note, I was in either my late teens, early 20s, and
So you entered.
Oh yeah. So I asked the tour guide, I'm like, why is this blocked off? And they're like, well, there's a ghost there, and it doesn't like people who encroach on its territory. And I'm like, well, ghosts can't hurt me, so I'm gonna go in anyways. And I just walk on in without asking for permission, really. And I hear the tour guide yell, if you get to the fallen tree, don't cross it. And I'm thinking, whatever, I'll cross the tree if I want to cross the tree. You can't control me. So I get in, so it was almost like an
challenge.
Once I entered the forest, it was almost a shift in the atmosphere. My whole body was like, we shouldn't be here, and I'm like, shut up, body, you don't control me. So two warnings down, and I'm like, you know what, I'm still good to go. So I finally get to this tree, and I set foot on, I put my foot on the tree, and I'm like, I'm crossing this tree, and my whole body was just like, nope. It locks up, and I couldn't move. And out of nowhere, I hear a neigh of a horse, and like a horse walking, and it stops like 30 feet in front of me. And I hear what sounds like an intense packing sound, and then a click, and then next thing you know, I see a flash of a muzzle, and I feel like a ghost bullet whiz by my head.
Whoa.
So
Okay.
pardon my French, but I
That's
noped the
intense.
fuck out of there real quick.
Oh,
think
I have
when,
a story to match that one.
Wow.
I
I
think when
totally
you
have a
told
story to
that,
match that.
when you had Raven tell that, Raven, as the Raven dreams, for those of you who don't know, you said you were 16 when that happened. I
Oh yeah,
love that.
that's why I said late teens, early 20s. It was like I couldn't remember. I thought I was 16, but you know, memory could have also served me wrong. But yeah, I was in my late teens, or like just right into my 20s. But yeah, that one happened. A shorter
That's
one,
one of my
but it was
favorite stories.
a shorter one, but equally as creepy was I went outside to my car to get something out of my car, and I opened the passenger side, grabbed whatever I need. At this point, note, I don't remember what it was, but I shut the door, and I hear something whisper, and right in my ear. Like I felt the breath of the nape on the back of my neck, and I heard it, and I just, and I was, so I ran away. Okay, so that was how I ended the story. What I didn't tell people, because I'm like, this would make this story no longer scary, is I was wearing flip flops, and when I went to run away, the nose of my flip flop caught onto the ground, so I was literally trip running the whole way into my house. You see, no longer scary. Like it's just comedy gold after that point.
Wow.
I love that.
But like I turned around and I saw like a dark figure standing by the end of my car, like where it whispered my name. And this was the same night I was driving home and I saw a shadow person running beside my car. So part of me believes Mr. Shadow Person managed to keep track with my car and show up my house and whisper my name, and I'm like, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that.
Oh, hell no.
And then not even a story, but I've seen full-bodied apparitions of Confederate and Union soldiers just walking through my yard.
Oh, hey, Mad Chatter.
Oh, hello.
Hey, what's up, Mad Chatter?
Hello. Mad Chatter is with us.
Mad Chatter.
Yeah, that was.
It's
That
been
was
a
an
long
interesting-
time.
Yes, it has.
That was an interesting.
I do not like shadow people. I hate
right.
shadow people. Okay,
Oh,
let me rephrase that. I don't want them coming after me. I don't hate you. I just disagree with you severely. Like really, 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 really a lot. I don't know.
It's not that I hate you. It's just that if I would just prefer to never have to deal with you ever.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. You can do your
It's all right
business
for me
outside the
and you're
house.
kosher.
You know, all I can say is that you can do your business outside the house, just not inside. Thank you.
Just leave me alone.
That's fine. I understand that, and that's, hey, if they've been published and you've got them patented under a pen name, that's good. That's fine. Glowing flow. Yeah, definitely something that would make you laugh, but you can't laugh at that time. That's definitely what Dustin is describing.
Yeah. We look back at it now; it's funny.
It's hilarious now. Back then, it's like my only thought was I need to get away, and I'm not going to stop even if I am almost repeatedly falling on my face.
And that's Mad Chatter, not Mad Catter.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a little confused there. I'm giving him a cat box.
But the same night the events that I talked about where I went into I got shot at by the ghost. Me and my sister, we went to this B&B, the Farnsworth house, it's a bed and breakfast, and they took us down to the basement. And my sister, she's a teacher and a mother, and there's a spirit of a little boy, and he's playful, and he obviously he goes for caregivers and teachers because he's a little boy, and he was pulling my sister's hair, he was messing with her the entire time. And as we walked in, there was a table of toys, and I clocked this little. I looked at them all. I'm a very observant human being. So I remembered all the toys that were on there, and I clocked that they were like on my way out. There was a little red car missing, and the guy stops us and he goes, "Hey, he asked my sister to empty your pockets," and she's like, "Why?" He's like, "There's a little red car missing. We think it's in your pocket," and so she pulls it out and she's like, "How the did that get there?" He's like, "Oh, it's a little boy. He likes to give people gifts."
Oh,
That's adorable.
Oh, it's so sweet.
But I even
Why
said
can't
in
I
the
be
story,
haunted by someone like that?
Right?
I
I'm like,
even said
yeah.
I even said in the story that
have a safe day at
We
work.
need more nice ghosts.
Be
but yeah,
safe.
I even said in the story that I wrote, like I told that story first, and then I said, and then that other night I had a spirit with my I had an encounter with a spirit. Unfortunately, it was no child.
My Patter's heading to work, so stay safe. Please be careful, and we love you too.
Yes, and
Have a good
Bantuba,
day.
the amazing what the fuck says, tell Ban Ban that off-key singing scares off shadow people. I can start singing now.
Oh. Okay. That's good
Okay.
information there.
I don't fuck with them. They don't fuck with me most of the time. Okay, Fear, that works. I don't know if it's just me or I have 3 shadow people that I can remember very well that I have had a long-term relationship, I guess you would call it, with.
Kinky.
However, they were never threatening. It was more like they were protecting. And Dustin has heard about the cowboy shadow.
Yes, I want to hear more about the cowboy. Cowboy was a very interesting character in the one story you wrote.
Yeah, he's and that will be coming out on my channel too. I just haven't decided when yet. But he and the other 2, one is female, 2 are male. I never got anything more than they were protecting me and watching over me and keep an eye on me. So I was never really scared. So I haven't actually seen any that were malevolent. I got the word out, malevolent.
Yeah.
So, and even now, I mean, the 10-year-old that we've got running around here, the 10-year-old little boy, he's not malevolent. He's just a little boy. He's curious. He's mischievous, but he never does anything really terrible. I mean, keys go missing. Okay, we need the car keys, and the keys show back up where you last saw them, even though they weren't there.
But quick shameless plug. Most of the stories that I told you, and there's a few others I haven't told you, but Jensen's coming out with some true ghost stories video probably later on today or sometime in the future. And he read all the ones that Raven read as well. So you can also check them out on Jensen's channel.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've got a few people that I've got to talk. Well, I've got to get my computer fixed before I can talk to anybody about doing collapse right now. But I want some people to do some voices for me, and I've already got them in my head, but I need to put them to the stories. And I want to do a collab with everybody, but I can't.
Aww.
All right, ladies, I took enough time up. I love you all, and I will talk to you later. I got to get back in here and pretend like I want to do my job.
Thank you for coming onto the show.
Thank you, Dustin.
Yep. Thank you for having me. Like I said, I love you guys.
That was fun.
And I'll be listening to the rest of the show. Talk to you guys later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. There is Byron.
Oh, B. Hi.
Hi.
I call Byron.
Okay.
Hello.
Sorry.
Welcome.
I know Byron, but that's good.
And welcome back, Cleaving.
Welcome back, Cleaving. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing Cleaving's work for October. It's going to be amazing. But I got to get my computer fixed so I can do more work. So, do we have anyone else who would like to come up and tell a paranormal story? Ooh, that is the right one.
Oh, come on, don't be shy. We want to hear from you.
Inhabitants of the astral plane. That scares the crap out of me. Just the title. I don't even need to read the story. The title's already gone.
Yikes.
Oh, another question. If any of y'all have heard from Slumber, I'm kind of worried about him. So, ask him to get a hold of me. Like making faces at me. This is making faces at me. Yes. Cleaving Thought from Bones' new book will be released at the very end of September. This is the 6th one, right? So yeah, that's exciting. We have such talented members of the horror community. We were talking about this in several different places this week on how wonderful the horror community is, and how there's so much talent and so much love in the horror community. It's just amazing. And yeah. So Bathsheba, you said you had a similar story to the one PA told us.
I do actually. I can match that story. We stayed up at the homestead. This is in our family, on my boyfriend's side. I wanted to go camping up there. Trying to get things, as far as recordings and whatnot, and not having interruptions or loss of signal or something stupid going on in the background, trying to, they don't go on command or on cue, but you know how that goes. That's why we get to go several times and crap ourselves, silly in the middle of the night, alone in the vast wilderness where there's coyotes, wolves, bears, and deer that want to eat you. Yes, deer want to eat you. I'm just telling you this because
maybe a Wendigo.
They wanted to. Yeah. Well, this area. Well, that could very well be because this particular area is well known for the legend, which is still MIA and out there on private property. Sorry, Lame Johnny's treasure. Now, when you enter into this area, you can see there's teepee circles where the Indians would set up camp. And for the life of me, I have never seen my boyfriend so uneasy. I was like, well, wow, what's going on? He's like, I don't want to be here. I'm like, why don't you want to be here? Because of everything that I've seen here and experienced here. I was like, well, that's why I want to be here. And I'm walking in the circles, and he's walking around the circles. He will not step in the circles. And I'm just like, well, I want to set our tents in one of the circles. No, not happening. Really? No, not happening. No. Some crazy stuff, I guess, apparently has gone on over in that place. Now, his grandfather was born up on the property, this area with Lame Johnny's treasure. I think it's the late 1800s or 1700s. Let's see, their family has been out there since the 17 something. Very, very, one of the first settlers that came out. So we come out, and apparently what had happened is there was this heist. There was supposed to be a shipment of gold that was to be protected and to be sent over to China, I think. Go figure. Anyways, I'm sorry. Anyways, so while the stagecoach was coming through, there were people that robbed the stagecoach. And there was a lot of people that were involved in this, a lot of people that died in this. The actual treasure was buried somewhere in the property. Now, this is a huge area, and they've had many people trying to come out, trying to look for this missing gold, because this thing is going to be worth, you can't even imagine. So the family's been trying to look for it. But anyways, so we stayed up there, and when it started getting dark, I mean, we were just instantaneously, there was, I don't know if it was residual, it could be very much, you know, that particular part was residual. We started hearing someone yelling, "Help me, help." And it was fairly loud. And it sounded like there was somebody that was just standing just on the other side of the tree line. But this is in an area where there's like no houses, nothing. It's all cattle land now, or open area, wildlife. That's it. Far enough away from, you know, any type of disruptions or anything from other people, you know, or roads or anything. So I'm just like, okay, no, that has to be a person. And he's like, "No, I don't know, you know." There were screams. Of course, we were sitting there with our weapons because obviously we were being stalked by some coyotes and there's mountain lions out there and everything. So, you know, we're trying to be safe. And then having not only the wildlife, but the paranormal that's starting to go off as well. Now, there's an area down in a gulch, not far from where we were camping at, is where the sheriff, I believe it was the sheriff that hung himself. There was a lot of stories obviously going around that he was involved in some way, shape, or form, or his son was involved some way, shape, or form, but it wasn't, to my knowledge. But the burden and you know, the people coming after him and everything, it just got too much for him, and he ended up losing his life. He can be seen. Go ahead.
It's sometimes not even when somebody's guilty, it's just when they've been accused, and people get that in their head and they go after them, and it's not fair. It's not right.
No.
It's sad that he lost his life because of people that may not have even had the right idea.
Right.
Yeah, lynch mobs were very dangerous way back when.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. And I mean, there was a lot of people that died during this this heist. The gold never got to where it needed to go, but it is buried somewhere. But it is. We were sitting by the campfire, and you know, I started to try to do a little film intro, at least, you know, to kind of get it going so I could post something about it on my channel. And during that time, I kept seeing things. Like, I was sitting there, all of a sudden, I look across at the tree line, and I see this ethereal, blue, hazy something that is shifting, moving through the trees. It go from one side of the tree. There's some pretty thick trees up there, you know, pine trees and aspen and whatnot. But it kept shifting. And I said, "Wait a minute, what's that?" And he's like, "What did you see?" I said, "It's something, you know, it looks blue." And he's just, "Oh yeah, those." Yeah, they walk back and forth from each side of the tree lines through this area quite often. I'm like, okay, wow, all right. We also heard hoops and yells and what sounded like something that was trying to come up on us. And we didn't see any eye shine. It wasn't any animals. I don't know what it was, but it just started coming alive around us.
Oh.
And each time that I tried to pan, of course, my camera wouldn't pick it up because I don't have the night vision on that particular camera. And so it was too dark for me, to be able to see. Now, granted, this was on a full moon as well. So it was slightly lit, but yeah. But there's been other accounts also that my boyfriend, I can't remember if it was his cousin or his brother, when they were staying out near the tree line, there's oftentimes you'll hear the stagecoach coming through. You can hear the stagecoach and you can hear the horses as they're coming through, and they're at full gallop, and there's yelling and there's shouting, and they thought somebody was coming up on them because he says it was getting louder and louder, and all of a sudden there was this loud bam. It was a gunshot. A gunshot went off. He said it deafened me for 3 days. It was like somebody just shot a pistol right in my ear, or a rifle right in my ear. It was that loud. He said we ran for our lives at that point because we thought somebody was shooting at us. But there's nobody around in that area, and it's all private property. But the thing is, this gunshot, the gunshots and the yelling and the screaming, the stagecoach and the horses, that's not the first time these things have happened up in that area. So everyone's giggling. I'm missing something in chat.
Yeah. I said that cleaving thought from bone. I keep saying cleaving heart. Every time I see your name, I say cleaving heart from bone. Which makes no sense anyway. But he's like, I said he needs brain time, and he says, I do. That's what the VR headset is for. And welcome, Rogerio. Is that how you say that? Yeah. Rogerio?
Oh, I see.
But yeah, that was funny. And Amazing What Fuzz says he has one story, but it's on effed up stories under the name of Witch Doctor's Baby. And that's kind of spooky right there. The Witch Doctor's Baby. Yeah. So what did EO miss? EO missed Dustin coming on and telling his story. And missed us talking about his stories are going to be on Jensen's channel within, I think it's either the next, Jensen, I just talked to Jensen last night. Now I can't remember when he says next video is coming out. It's either the next video or the next video, and it's probably this week sometime. 5 Nights at Freddy in VR, a whole new level of fear. Yeah, Dad's a no.
Oh, should I tell my experience in Tombstone?
Yes, please. Please.
Hey, Erin. Anyway, this happened I think in the early 2000s, if I remember. And, yeah, it was like Tombstone, Arizona.
Yeah, Dad's a no. Okay, Erin, mute the stream, please.
Oh.
Thank you, baby.
Yes.
My computer was lagging a little bit.
Okay, should I start over again?
Yes, please.
Okay. Alright, it says, this happened when, kind of a psychic experience actually, but it was very haunting and freaky. We also saw a few apparitions at the same time, so this is kind of a collection of what happened. It's like, first of all, this happened near the anniversary of the fight at the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona. And I actually got to see people going down that very alley there and looked aggressive, and I thought it was reenactors, but it turned out that they walked past me, and I looked there and I saw that they disappeared. They looked very real and quite solid, and it was the middle of the daytime. That was even creepier. Yes.
So who was it? Do you know? Did you recognize anyone?
It looked quite similar to Wyatt Earp. Back in his
Wow.
old photos, and I thought, like, oh wow, they had somebody who was just the right person to be a reenactor to do that, but that was freaky right there. But I had some interesting experiences at the Birdcage Saloon. Where I
Oh,
felt
that
like
place is
somebody,
really active.
like one, I actually felt like somebody patted my head.
At least they didn't grab your ass like the one down in
No,
Louisiana.
no, but like they patted my head because I guess they thought I was like some kind of baby doll, and therefore did that. I felt that kind of pressure. But anyway, the highlight of it all is when we went to the Boot Hill Cemetery, and where other criminals have died there, but no, the Earp family was not buried there. I was a bit disappointed. They were buried elsewhere. Same thing with the clan. But I went there and I was very anxious to go, but I felt this weird dehydrated hollow sensation, like you haven't drank water for a long while.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Yeah, you and also you cry for a long time, and you feel very hollow inside until you don't want to cry anymore. I had that physical sensation, and I complained about being dizzy a little bit, and they were like, "Oh, come on, you're fine," and everything, kind of pushing me forward, and then that's when I involuntarily had tears running down my face. And they were asking me, "Are you sad or something? Why didn't you say something before?" I was like, "These are not mine," and I had to explain it that I'm actually experiencing someone else's sensations. And the freakier part was, I don't know if it skipped a generation or not, but my mom did not experience, nor did my dad. But my grandma was the one who picked it up. And she started feeling the exact same, like exactly the same sensations I was, nearly at the same time.
Well, in some families, it does skip a generation.
Yes. So I pretty much got it from her. And she started feeling a bit dizzy too, and I felt like somebody was very sad. I kind of had this picture in my mind that somebody was a widow and crying and looking near a hearse. I just saw that vision just briefly in my mind. And somebody still has not gotten over that because it was that much of an impact and put an imprint, like an imprint on the timeline, if you will. And I just happened to experience it. And we talked to the tourist person after we, got our bearings together and calmed down and, get out those sensations that we felt. And then it happened to be the anniversary of the Great Massacre that happened.
Oh, wow.
That happened was actually the OK Corral, and there were widows that were just that distraught and would visit the cemetery and cried a lot, and some of them actually stayed the night there and were that grief-stricken. And I happened to be standing at that very spot that widow happened to be weeping. And I absorbed her feelings.
That's amazing.
Yes.
We've got Deadwood up here, and we've got the Boot Hill. We go around there. We have people like Wild Bill Hickok and James McCall and Calamity Jane and several of the other notable people of the era that are buried up there. It's very, very, very active, and yeah, I mean the history and all this area. It's been placed up there with Abilene and Tombstone and Dodge City. You know, bad place. I don't know how you averaged 2.5 murders a day. How do you kill a half a person? I'm not sure. I know it's just
you halfway kill them. You halfway kill them.
Yeah, I know.
And finish the next.
Yeah, I know. Yes. Gosh, there's so much rich history, and it was so bad during that time in these areas. It's just amazing, though. I mean, you got to think of the geological area. What is there? It's like a time capsule. It stores energy and it releases that energy. Now, not everything is all residual. There's a lot of intelligent hauntings as well, but we've had the same experiences up here.
Okay, so we've got Aaron.
Hi.
Baby doe. I got both my baby does right now.
Yeah.
I enjoyed.
My mother's.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been good zombified. Trying to work on stuff. Laziness taking over. Gotta get over that.
I live close to New Orleans, so I love going down there. But
yes.
You've got some spooky stories for us.
This is a story that my grandmother told me, and it's not exactly spooky. It's another case of nice ghosts.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, my mom, when she was younger, living in her old house, she would every morning there'd be food cooked in the kitchen, but no one remembers cooking food, and stuff would be cleaned, clothes would be washed, and no one remembers doing it. And then one morning she wakes up pretty early because she hears stuff in the kitchen, like pans and stuff, and she goes into the kitchen to see just pans and stuff floating around, and then just food being cooked on the stove. And she didn't know that was in her old house she lived in. I can't remember where though. So she just walked back to her room and came back out a couple minutes later to food cooked and all that. And she didn't tell anyone else. She just smiled to herself, finally knowing where the food is coming from. Yeah, she had a ghost in her old house that would cook and clean and wash for her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice ghost right there.
It reminds me of the story about the shoemaker who had the brownies that came in and
oh
no shoes.
Yes, I've never heard that story before. Right around Christmas time. The elves and the shoemaker.
The elves and the shoemaker, I think that's why I called the creatures that were under my bed when I was growing up elves, because of that story. I know they weren't elves now, but I think because of that story I called them elves.
The only creature I have under my bed is my dog.
I have Mary under my bed.
Oh yeah. And Bathsheba in my closet. Nah.
In my closet.
Yeah, you can have a ghost, Byron. Press pass. Yeah, I don't actually take luggage to New Orleans. I take a car and go down there for like an hour or two. I'm only 35 minutes from the French Quarter. I used to go down there, and I would I'd go down there before 8 o'clock, park, because you can, if you get in before 7:30 and you leave before like 4 o'clock, you can get a special rate in the parking lot that I use. So I'll get there before 7:30 and I'll head down into the French Quarter directly from there, because I'm right on the corner of the French Quarter, right behind the Aquarium of Americas. and head up Decatur and get up. I just walk. I literally just walk through there, and I start on Decatur. I go past the cathedral. I go past, which is across from the cannons, and I go past, go down to where I turn, and then I end up either on Bourbon or Royale, depending on which one I decide to go on. But it's a fun time. I've always enjoyed it. Haven't been down there since I got sick. Unfortunately, I don't know if I would be able to last as long down there because I can't walk as long as I used to be able to. But but yeah, could be.
God, New Orleans. That's. Oh, when you walk the streets. Oh God, that sounded really bad. I just realized what I just said.
Yeah.
I'm walking all the time.
When I walk the streets and I'm standing in my corner working, oh no.
Yeah, I'll make that money go.
There is just, you never know what's going to happen, but there is just so much there, so much, and you can just feel it. It's oozing. That place is oozing with paranormal activity and all sorts of stuff. It's
area, right behind the cathedral, there's a statue of Jesus, and at night the light's shining up on it, which makes it actually seem to be coming out of the ground. It's really huge, especially at night. But right next door to it, there are houses. Well, they used to be houses. Now they're stores. But they had ladies who were being kept by certain gentlemen of the area. They were actually more like second wives, because they were called Akroon wives. They were not technically married to the man, but they were legal witnesses or legal mistresses. What am I saying? And yeah,
yes, you're right.
We had one joke about who told Mother Nature to come get her beads when we were looking at the weather map of Marco and Laura. But those women, I mean, some of their spirits are there. I know they are, especially one of them, and she's been seen on several occasions in several different places. There's a tea store down in the bottom part of that particular building, and she will often walk down there and check out what people are drinking and so forth. It's really, really interesting.
Is that the one that lives near? I don't know if it's. She had a lover. Something happened between them. That she ended up. Because of the status, her status, she ended up being stripped naked and she froze to death outside or something, or pneumonia or something,
yes,
or the one that.
Like the story. She, Aaron, did you have any other stories to tell us, or you just want to hang with us for a minute?
I want to hang out with my favorite people.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
You have great days. And cleaving thoughts from Bone, you have a good time recording. I'll be looking forward to hearing whatever you record. Because we're looking forward to it. Aaron, we love you.
Love you too.
You keep in touch, young man. We know you're going, but keep in touch, because we worry about you when you disappear for weeks.
Yeah.
We're your mommies. Remember that.
Yes. Keep a firm hand.
Don't you forget it.
I don't know about it.
Okay. Be safe, Annie.
I'm going to be off trying to record a video I got to do.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully next week.
We'll be in Discord.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for coming.
Bye bye.
Oh, you're so cool, Brewster.
So, she had a lover and she wanted more from him. She wanted an actual. She wanted to be the mistress of the house. She wanted to be his wife, and of course, because of her color, she was 1/16 black, which to me is like you're not even really black at that point. But okay. But because she had, and that's one of the things that I hate about the way the system was in the country at the time, is if you had even one acknowledged drop of black blood in you, you were black, you know.
Yeah.
But because of that, she wasn't quote unquote eligible to be wife. He could have her as a legal mistress, but she could not be a wife, and she
As
wanted
a
to be
legal
wife.
mistress.
Yeah. So,
but the thing is, though, he loved her.
He did love her.
His social status was more important.
Well, that and he wouldn't be able to take care of her the way he wanted to if he actually married her. And that was the other thing. He would have loved to have. That was the sad part about it. Is he would have actually loved to have been able to make her his wife, and he wasn't able to. It's one of those stories where you've already got what you want, but you can't have it all the way. So don't mess with it, because you might end up something you really don't want. She was so distressed about the fact that she could not be his wife that she went to Marie Laveau. And she asked Marie to give her a potion that would bind their hearts together forever.
Oh boy.
Sometimes don't expect to get what you wish for, because you just don't know how it's going to come out. Just saying.
Sometimes things could backfire.
Yes.
He came. She had to take a part of the potion. He had to take part of the potion. He came in. He had a weekly or bi-weekly card game that he had on the second floor. She lived on the third floor, where he kept her in very, very lavish style. And he came up before the card game started, and he spent some time with her, had some dinner, had some drink, which obviously had the potion in it. And then he went down to his card game. Before he went down to his card game, she gave him a kiss, and she said, "I will be out on the roof waiting for you. If you love me, come to me." And he kind of gave her a look like, "What are you talking about?" And okay, see you later. And went down to his card game. Well, during his card game, he was very distracted and everything, because he kept thinking of that and kept thinking of that. And he didn't hear her walking around upstairs like he normally did. Well, when he went down, she took off all of her clothes and went upstairs and basically chained herself to the chimney of the house. And she waited for him. Well, not everybody knows this, but New Orleans can get cold weather. We do get winter weather down here. And that night happened to be the coldest night of that particular year, and it had sleet. Not raining ice, actual sleet. And as the night went on, he got more and more worried about her. He wasn't hearing her, and he kept thinking about what she said. And finally he says, "I just can't play anymore." And they broke up the card game, and his friends left, and he went back upstairs looking for her, and he couldn't find her in the rooms. So he remembered what she said, and he went up to the roof, and he found her basically freezing to death on the rooftop, and he managed to unchain her, carry her down into the apartment and into the bedroom, laid her on the bed, covered her up with blankets, laid in the bed with her, trying to get her warm and save her life and everything. Unfortunately, she had been up there for too long.
Hypothermia.
And she ended up dying. Apparently, shortly thereafter, he ended up dying as well of, I think they said pneumonia he caught while he was rescuing her. So, yes, they both ended up together forever with their hearts entwined, but it's not exactly what she really wanted, you know. Right. And she does. She will check out. There's a tea room in the bottom floor of that particular building, and she will check people's tea out and make sure that it's the right one for them. Sometimes, if you're undecided, I've heard that she will whisper the right tea for you in your ear.
That's nice of her.
Yeah, it's very nice of her. Other times, she just walks around watching people, and of course, there's the times when you never see her at all. Ghosts are like that. They don't perform like we don't perform. They are not here for our pleasure.
Nope.
She was one of the stories that I thought was really interesting when I was down there, when I first came down here to learn about the city itself, and that was one of the interesting stories that I really liked. Yeah. And I want to know what eye that is you're using for what kind of animal's eye that is that you're using for story time. The stereo.
That's feline.
It's a really great eye.
That's feline.
That's feline. I don't know what kind of feline. Yes, please share and subscribe. Visit the website, dezombified.com. Come to the Discord. It is, I believe, there as well. Yes, Aaron is also the Closet of Fears. And he can tell you some really scary stories. He's a really great kid, and I say kid because it's his age, not because I think less of him. He's a very, very intelligent young man, and I'm very impressed with him, and that's why we care about him so much.
We're so proud.
Yes. It's a cat. Why do they call New Orleans Big Easy? That goes down to when they had the storybook.
Speakeasies.
Yeah, they had speakeasies. They had the red light district.
Pirates.
Yeah. Pirates. Yeah.
We got alcohol. We got.
Hey! I got to joke for you guys. I got
Jack Sparrow. Sorry. I went into imagination.
Guy walked into Pat O'Reilly's in New Orleans, which is a bar, for those of you who don't know. He gets up to the counter and he goes, the bartender says, "What can I get you?" And he says, "I want 2 hurricanes and a Corona." That'll be 2020.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love that one. I love that one.
That's good.
Okay, Mia, you know where Jimmy Buffett's place is?
Yes.
Down there. Okay. Adjacent to that, I think you're going into, I can't remember what street is on. There's like a row of shops. There's antique shops and whatnot.
Yep.
On that side, on the opposite side of the road. That's where that damn ghost grabbed my ass. I am not shitting you. I'm telling the truth. We walked into the antique store, and I'm walking around. There's nobody behind me because there was nothing behind me except for like a closed door. There was no one there. And my husband was, at the time, was in front of me, and I was on the other side. I went in first, so when we left that aisle. You know, he was ahead of me, and I was walking out, and something grabs my ass. I'm like, oh shit, did I just catch my pants on something? You know, I'm thinking, you know, this is not the place that I want to be like knocking shit off the, you know, I can't afford this shit. This is old antiques.
I know.
And there's like, I grab my butt and I'm looking around. There's nothing there. I'm like, what? What? I was like, oh my God. And then it dawned on me, and I looked up at him, and he's like, what? I'm like, you're not going to believe what just happened to me.
You know,
he's like,
that
what?
pervert is glad that he's dead. Otherwise, you'd mace him.
Yeah, and the thing is that there's so many spirits in New Orleans. It's hard to say which one that was. You know,
I know.
It could have been something that was attached to just one of those antiques. It could have been something that was attached to that area. We don't.
Yeah, that block or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
the house or the building, or yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know. All I know is something grabbed my ass, and there was nothing to grab my ass, and I was just like, wow, that was kinky.
Oh, and there's the sound effect.
Yep.
Yeah, it's. I love going down there. I've always loved it. That's where we went for my honeymoon when Agus and I got married.
Wow.
And we had a great time. What we were, as long as we were out of the hotel room.
You know, a place like, well, Louisiana in general, and New Orleans, you know, it's a beautiful place. It's absolutely gorgeous. But then it gets dark. And let me tell you something. I shit you not. Even the most seasoned ghost hunter, or, you know, someone who likes to explore things and, you know, into history and stuff like that, haunted houses, slasher films, whatever it is that you're into, you're gonna feel uneasy, because every single freaking horror-based movie that ever had come out is like based off of this scene. The tall trees, the skeletal, you know, the myrtle, and the Spanish moss, the swamps, the weird sounds, the freaking barred owls going off in groups, you know. I mean, you walk out and you're just like, I'm going back inside now. Okay. You know, no wonder, you know, people just go down to the bars and go down to, you know, it's louder there. You don't have to hear it. You don't have to look at it, because it's, I shit you not, it's scary down there. It is scary down there. It is scary down there. Plus, there's so many bugs, and they're like bigger than, you know.
Yeah, they're bigger than what you're used to. And that's a funny story. There's on the edge of the quarter, and I can't remember the name of the hotel, so forgive me. It's actually one of the more expensive ones. A girlfriend of mine came from California to visit, and she was staying in that hotel. And
does that hotel have a ballroom? Like a huge ballroom? I might be thinking of it.
I think it did, but it had an open, I mean, all the rooms opened up to the inside with a balcony that looked down on the pool area. And somebody had left their card in there, their comic card, and it said, the room was great, the sights were great, really enjoyed our time. Could we have less mosquitoes next time?
Mm-hmm. Oh God, yes.
Dude, you are in Louisiana. Even more than that, you're in New Orleans. Do you not understand that mosquitoes are the state bird?
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
I'm going to throw myself in vinegar, so that way, you know, if they do take bite, they'll pretty much be dead.
You know, amazing what the fuck. You've seen Haunt? Because that was a good movie. I'm not from New Orleans originally. I am near New Orleans.
I have relatives in New Orleans.
Ominous
We used to live down there.
joined us. Reality.
Hello, Ominous.
Joined us.
Hello.
And
we just you two again.
And we are sorry about last week. There was some technical technical difficulties. That movie was so good. Haunt. I thought it was going to be the typical haunted house trope movie. Oh no. Oh no. This is like, they didn't know what was going to happen when they were going through making the movie. I mean, that's the way it's almost like. It's like it really was happening. And oh my gosh, it was good.
Oh, that reminds me of Skeleton Key. That movie back in the day.
Yeah, that
you know,
was another-
honestly, I loved that. I loved that movie. I mean, it was so unique. The ending was just like, what? No.
Yeah,
what? No.
I need to watch stuff on Netflix. I need to refresh my memories on horror movies now.
I need to watch it again. It's been a while since I've seen it, but to me, I mean, as far as it's not, you think it's like, you know, your average, you know, haunted, you know, voodoo, blah, blah, blah story, but no. It turns out weird. I'm not going to spoil it, but it just turns out really weird. So if you haven't seen the movie, go check it out. I think it's pretty good. It's very good.
Why
And
did
it's
you
your
do that?
atypical. What happened?
The amazing what the fuck? Why did you do that? I have relatives in New Orleans. I used to live there for 4 years until I got banned from the city for urinating on cop cars several times.
Several times?
Wow.
Oh my God.
Why would you do that?
I'm just wondering too.
Oh my.
Oh goodness. But yeah, that I've gone down there. I love going through, and the only way to go to the ones I want to go to is to go through with a tour group. But I love going through the cemeteries. I don't know why. I really, even when we drive by the cemeteries on the interstate, and I can look down on them, because some of them you can actually see into from the interstate. I can feel them. I mean, pro tip: if you want to pee on a cop car, check to see that there aren't any cops in the car. Oh my gosh!
Yes, that would help actually.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You know, that
Of
just,
course it was
enforces everything that if you go to New Orleans, everyone wants to go to Bourbon. Okay, they want to go to Bourbon Street. Let me tell you something. Let me give you a warning. It smells like piss and vomit down there.
Oh my God, it's so bad. Ugh.
It is.
Well, if you're coming from Canal, and I don't remember where the cutoff is, but if you come from Canal, most of what you're going to have for those first, I think it's 5 blocks, are bars and strip joints.
Yep.
There's a couple of little dive shops that are really neat. There's one called the Trashy Diva that was not what I thought it was, but oh my gosh, I love that place. Just saying.
Corsets?
It actually, you know the dresses that you get for formal occasions that you wear once and then you never wear them again?
Yeah.
This place will consign them for you.
Oh.
So you can go in there and buy dresses that were thousands of dollars. Now granted they're $100 now, or hundreds of dollars now, but these were originally $1,000 outfits that people have worn once or twice and will never wear again. So they, instead of leaving it in their closet, they want to make some money off them and they sell them. And that's where the Trashy Diva comes from, because that's where the name comes from. And that is not what I was thinking when I heard the name.
Right. Sex shop. Sex shop.
Yeah,
It's Paris, France all over again. Oh.
But and you go past the place, the strip joint that's got the woman's legs coming out of the window upstairs. Like she's swinging on a swing. It's a dummy, by the way. It's not real. But
we got those in Deadwood too.
But you get past all of that and you get into where there are actually more shops than anything else. and you get into yesteryears and Marie Laveau's, and that's all up there. And you really find there's a place called Gargoyles, and what they actually sell are the stone monuments that you can put around your house, like gargoyles or lions or, sphinxes, and they've got the little tiny ones you could put on your fireplace mounts, mantles or whatever. But that's what they specialize in. There's some really great shops down there, and that end of the street doesn't smell so bad.
Yeah.
Maria
but no. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness, we've got 10 minutes left.
Sphinxes and ghosties, oh my.
Oh my. Lions and sphinxes and ghosties, oh my. But yeah, it's a different feel. Marie Laveau's has its own feeling in there. I swear there was something in there the last time I was in there that wanted me in the back of the store, and I refused to go back there.
Oh boy.
I just had that.
We got some skull candy for you.
Yeah, that's the feeling I was getting, and I was going, no, I'm not going back there. I'm not.
They just wanted to. They wanted to grab your ass. That's all they wanted to do. Yeah, that's all they want to do. Just let me touch it. I just want to touch it. That's all.
Yeah. Gas tank is not a urinal.
No.
Although in the future it could be. Who knows?
I don't know. I don't care how many. No, they're not. No.
Well, it's more environmentally friendly if you think about it.
Well, true. I know there's so many of you that have probably, if now that you've thought about it, you're going to get off. We're going to get off the air, and you're going to think of all these things you could have said. Don't worry, we'll have another one of these some point. Because as we said the first time we did it, because we love hearing your experiences. We love sharing our experiences. Now, Dan Sheba, you were supposed to go to a certain motel.
A what? I'm going to a hotel? Wait, what?
You were supposed to be visiting a certain hotel for a ghost hunt. Is that still going on or not?
No, it wasn't a hotel. It's a home. We have to get permissions on that.
No, I thought you were going to the Stanley.
Oh, that's right. No, I didn't get to go because of the stupid quarantine thing.
Oh man.
I know, right?
Oh, God.
I didn't foresee that happening. No.
Yeah, nobody foresaw that happening.
So, no, I never got a chance to go to the Stanley, and I'm hoping maybe they'll be able to set something else up. That we can do that in the future, because God dang it, that's like the holy grail. I have to go.
Yeah.
I have to go. I want to go so bad. But this quarantine thing has really messed things up, and it's just frustrating. Very frustrating. Yep.
Okay, so next week, kind of. Next week, we are going to be talking about Crossroads and the 27 Club. Not club.
No.
The Crossroads, we all have heard the, I don't even want to call it a trope, because it's not a trope, but it's a story of the artist of whatever genre they are, going down to the crossroads and selling their soul to the crossroads demon or devil or whatever you want to call it, and coming back, and they can play the guitar like it was their left arm or something, and they could play the piano like nobody could touch them, or they were the best actor or actress you've ever seen, or they could sing better than anybody you've ever thought of, and
Or they could write a song in 15 minutes and make it on the charts for decades upon decades. It's like something or someone was pushing my pen.
But
yes, that's how muses work.
When they turn 27, they die.
Yeah.
And so we're going to talk about that next week and get into that. I realize that some of them were older than 27 that said that they had sold their soul. I understand that. But some of them were older than 27 when they sold their soul too. I mean, let's be honest with that. But you know, when the demon when the demon or the devil you sold your soul for sends the hellhounds after you to collect your soul, there is no hiding.
Yikes.
But that is going to be, yes, yes, Robert Johnson is one of them. We will be talking about them next week. The rule of 10 years, yes. Some of them get a little bit more than 10 years. Some of them get a little less. It just depends on the deal they make, I think. Yeah, there are other costs that they pay. Now that you have your internet back, Dame.
Oh, I'm a delinquent now, huh?
So happy to have you back.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Are you going to be able to put a video out this week, or is it going to be another week before you're going to be able to?
I think either Monday or Tuesday. I'm actually trying to get a USB extension cord, and I can set up my station a lot better.
All right, cool.
I will definitely get back to work.
Bathsheba, have you had any more luck with the randonautic? How do you say that?
Randonautica.
Yeah, but how do you say randonautica-ing?
Like that? That's it.
Okay.
You nailed it. Yeah.
Any luck there with not sending you to your own house?
Well, that was the very last place. Go figure. I mean, parked alongside the road. And, you know, what's your intention? And I'm like, I say demon, and all of a sudden, right away, you have reached your destination. Wait, what? We haven't moved.
And I'm sitting
in the car. Yeah, we're sitting on the freaking. And we're looking around. It's just like, oh, that's nice. Is it in the back seat? My son's like, it's me. I'm just like, no, it's not. What the hell? It was a little weird.
Crap.
So, yeah. Yeah, it's questionable.
Okay.
If I can find a better place to go and try to some different areas, I'd like to do so. Of course, hopefully, I don't know how much time I'm going to have with weather-wise, you know, as far as camping is concerned.
Yeah.
Or whether or not I even have cell service in the places that we usually go, because we usually don't. We're out in the middle of, like, nowhere. So, yeah.
I like the middle of nowhere. The middle of nowhere is fun.
Yes,
it is. It is when you don't want to be found.
Anything can happen.
It is even when you do. Just don't go disappearing. We don't need a missing 411 on you, okay?
Right.
No.
That's not allowed.
Okay, I want you to be with the last time I went camping by myself.
Mary, have you got anything coming up? I know you were on Evil Outcast's video last week.
Yes, I wrote the story for that. It's called Train Tracks, and I voice acted in it as well.
Yes, and she was amazing.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I don't have anything right now at the moment, besides things that are still in
limbo.
In the works, yeah, limbo in the works.
Yeah,
I know you and Josie were talking about stuff, but yeah. As for me, I have a computer that I have to resurrect from the dead.
I'll help out.
As soon as I get it resurrected, I have 3 videos that have already been written up, as much as I'm going to write them up. One is called Little White Lies, which is a piece that I wrote. Another one, the next one is called the Dance of the Sun and the Moon, which is a piece that actually comes from one of my amino writing groups. This story was so amazing to me. I could not. I immediately asked if I could record it from the writer. It's actually one of the leaders of one of my writing groups, and Ghost of the Writer was very gracious in telling me that I could, and all I have to do is link the information in our amino so they can go watch it as a group. So that's really cool. I'm working on, and then the third one coming out is going to be the one I was talking about with Hood Horror's Challenge. So I won't have much writing to do on that one. After that, I have a few things that I'm working on getting together, but I'm waiting on Casey Weir Alien to read her Reddit messages. Oh, speaking of which, I now have a Reddit page. It's I can't remember my own address. Don't you love it?
Oh no!
It's like, what's my Reddit address? I don't know. I can't remember. I actually do. I do know it. I promise. It's
Well, happens, right?
She's gonna tease me. She is. Like, Mary and I are like sisters sometimes. The way that we tease each other, I swear. I mean, she's where Dame and I are more like twins. Mary's our little or just older sister. I'm not sure which it is. And then she was in there somewhere. I'm not sure how she's worked in there, but she is. There's my Reddit. There's my Reddit subreddit. There's not much there right now, but yeah, I finally got it back. It originally got banned.
I remember that.
It was a mistake. They messed up, and when I had them go back and look at them, they're like, "We're sorry, you got caught in a bunch of other bannings. You shouldn't have been. So we've restored you and made you whole." And I'm so happy because I waited 4 years. Yeah, Casey is amazing, and I asked her. I found one of her stories that she linked to me, and I want to do it. I don't know if it's been done. There's another one there I want to do too, but I've heard it done a couple times, and I'm not sure if I really want to do something that's been. I only think it's been done twice, so it probably wouldn't be that bad. I want to do Emma, Mary.
Emma.
Oh.
Wow.
And
that came out wrong.
Yeah, it did. Now that I think about it, oh my gosh. But yeah, I want to do the story Emma, and it's a really, really touching story. And I'm waiting to hear. I need to talk to Beautiful Nightmare because I asked a question in passing without really. I mean, we were all joking and everything, and I asked a serious question, and she said, "Yeah, go ahead." And so I need her to actually confirm that she actually meant that, or if she was just joking with us at the time. But yeah, so I've got some songs in the work, or stories in the work. If I can get my computer resurrected, and as soon as I do that, I will be back doing videos. I promise. And Dezombified was back on the air last night.
Yes, they were.
Yes.
I don't know who watched them or missed it. I missed it because I fell asleep.
I missed it.
That happened.
I didn't realize they were.
Oh, I was so tired last night. It was so funny. I had to stay awake long enough to play Nurse Mia, and after I did that, I promptly fell asleep, and apparently I dreamed that I left PA's Discord. And hello, Boney Platter.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
And if anybody else has anything to do, make sure you let people know. We have Dezombified has a Discord. If you want to put it in there, you can go to their links. You can go to the webpage dezombified.com and go to their links and get their Discord there. You can put it out on Twitter. We'll all be watching, and we're looking forward to it. We want to thank everybody that's here. Honey cured bacon. Oh my god.
Oh, yum.
That's a way to derail my thoughts completely. I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm not. Oh gosh.
Oh no.
No, seriously, we love you guys.
Yes.
Even our lurkers.
Yes.
And even that shy Sindray who gave us the thumbs down.
Yeah, even the guy who gave us the Roman approval. We love you too.
Or
We
girl,
love you
or
too.
girl.
Or girl. Yeah, sorry.
Whoever.
Whoever it was.
Anything's possible these days.
Yeah, anything's possible these days. It could have been more than one person hitting the button together. Who knows?
Yeah.
But we love you. We love all of the Z Board. We love all of our new listeners. And okay. The next victim of patches will receive it. Bacon. And that doggy, that dog,
yes.
tell him.
Get a shot.
If you want to send us, I need that link again, don't I? If you want to send us a picture of cosplay or some fan art or
draw me
or stories
or nudes, please send all nudes. Kidding.
Hey,
Patches.
even if it's macaroni art done in a really warped way, we'll take it. Come on, don't be shy.
There's the link. Yeah, we need to. I need to figure out how to. I need to get back on my computer, Dustin. That's all it is.
And before I forget to, I should probably share. Patches has a Discord server.
Yes, he does.
If you guys would like to join it, I will post the invite.
However, you have to behave yourselves if you're in there. Otherwise, we will kick your butt out before we let Patches come after you.
Yes, correct.
He likes to chase people down the street.
Yeah, that's be very rosy with an iron fist.
Patches is crazy.
I will get you. It'll happen.
Yeah, we want to thank Dezombified for letting us be here.
Yes.
And that's we really appreciate the time and the effort that they go through to support us here. And we are here on Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Mountain Time, and 12 noon Pacific. I got that all right. I'm still crazy that I got that all right. Please come and join us. We do plan to be here next week, and we will try to get better if something happens, letting you guys know ahead of time if we're not going to be here. Sorry about that. Because we always think we're going to be here. Seriously, we do. We're always ready to be here, and then things happen. It's like, oops, can't do it. Okay. I know Dame was missing us when she couldn't be here.
Oh god, I was pissed off and upset at the same time. It was not pretty.
Yeah. So, 1, 2, 3.
Bittersweet dreams.
Bittersweet.